welcome back for part 2. You can see the ballast is now dry. I've gone back and touched up a little bit of places, but not too much was necessary. And today we'll be doing more of this static grass, which I started this morning. Basically what I do is I started out with a grass mat when I had the in-scale layout. You could do that, or you could do a base latex paint in a light brown if your areas are not so grassy. And then I cover that with the ground foam and saturate it with glue, and then use the static grass applicator to go back and put on the static grass, which you can buy from Scenic Express and other places in big bulk material. I also am going back with a little bit longer grass and touching up where there might be some weeds, which you can see. So that's basically what we'll do, and I'll walk you through that step by step on this section. So you can see I laid down the ground foam and I saturated it pretty good with the spray bottle with the water and alcohol, and then with glue, because this is going to be the base for the static grass. With the static grass applicator, basically you just shake it out, and then it's got a ground cord to the layout, and it charges the nozzle by static electricity and will make this grass stand up. So you can see it just comes out, shakes out, and then hold it over top, and the grass stands right up. And this really makes your layout pop as far as grass details and weed details and those kinds of things, versus like a grass mat. Like I mentioned, I like to go back and add some more details with longer static grass, which is here. You can see it's a darker color as well. They have several different colors, light colors, brown colors, to whatever detail that you want. And with the nozzle tip of this, you can really get in and work some small spaces to add longer weed detail or swamp detail or whatever you're aiming for. The last thing I wanted to do for this section was put in some ground up foam for bushes along this piece, which is a Woodland Scenics piece. It's already pre-formed with some rocks and everything, and blend that in because it did stick up a little bit from the terrain of the old in-scale layout. So that's blended in, as well as some grass back here, and you can see the weed detail along the right of way. So that is basic scenery. The last thing I wanted to show in this video is how I prep the balsa for painting and also constructing the railroad crossing. I'm just using joint compound, which you can see there, patching plaster. It's pretty clay-like, so you can mold it to however, but once it's dry, you can sand it with a wet paper towel. You don't have to use a sander or anything like that. Now between the rails, I will take my Dremel or a hobby knife or whatever's handy that you might have and cut out the flangeway so that there's no problem with the trains running over the rail, and I'll even up the edges to make it look straight like it was pavement. But I'll let this dry overnight, and then it will be ready for painting.